Oh shit, what's up, y'all? Hell yeah. So I had a video blow up. Oh my god, the thing fucking hit like 14,000 views last time I saw it. Holy shit. I'm like internet famous, bruh. Thanks to all my fucking long-time followers, man. Cameron, Josh, and Micah. Suicidal Grind. Oh, Mark Chaos from Australia. Cheers. Yeah, dude, thank y'all. Like, I'm glad y'all... Did y'all see that shit? Like, internet famous and shit. A lot of good comments. A lot of great comments I read in there. I tried to read as many as I could. I think I read them all, but I just don't know. There were so many. And a lot of interaction going on there. Great. Thank you, all of you who are sticking or watching that and decided to stick around. Cheers. Welcome. Appreciate y'all. Seriously, I'm just a dude hanging out, listening to metal, chatting with you as I would in real life. You know, if you're into metal and all that cool shit, you know, yeah, that's what we do. This is how we used to do it back in the day. Let's fucking metal, hang out, drink some beer, smoke some weed. Doing tea this morning. Tea. Who's having their coffee and cigarette? All my coffee cigarette people, what's up? First thing you do in the morning besides take a leak is get that coffee pot going. Get yourself a cigarette. Oh yeah, cheers. Oh y'all motherfuckers. This is Noxis. Violence inherent in the system. Oh yeah. Guys, y'all need Noxis in your life. If there was anything new, or new-ish, I recommend, wholeheartedly recommend Noxis. This shit is... Oh, this shit is killer, dude. That's now got to be a band I have to see live. I have to see this band live now. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at the band photos. Look at that. You got to get that in there. Thank you, all of you guys in this band making this music. I fucking love it. Thank you very much. I wrote something the other day. I had to remember it. Death metal is like extreme metal. It's like candy for my brain. Fuck yeah. Candy for my fucking brain. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of y'all know that I'm not a big fan of law enforcement, and I'm sure a lot of y'all aren't either. So I kind of was trying to come up with something to talk about. Oh yeah, man. I'm sure some of you older guys, probably in your 40s, probably remember, I remember, back in Texas, man, especially in the Houston scene, and even before then, because I knew older guys when I was that young, in the 90s when I was a teenager turning into an adult, full adult, within the 90s. I learned from the old guys, and both white and black and Hispanic. I mean, I talk to a lot of people. It's a pretty multicultural town, Houston, you know. And just the cops back in the day, there wasn't a lot of this tickets and jails and bonds. A lot of times the cops would just kick the shit out of you. Like, no joke. The cops would just rough you up, you know, and send you on your way. I thought that was awesome. I mean, it kind of sucked at the time, but living in this fucking police state we're in now, I would rather go back to the old days when they just kicked the shit out of you and sent you on your way. The cool part about that, getting roughed up and having to fight cops, like back in the day, if you put up a good fight and didn't cry like a bitch, cops respected you. Maybe even let you slide a few times when they saw you doing shit you weren't supposed to be doing. They're like, yeah, but that dude can hold his own. So anybody who can hold his own like that, obviously he's got cred to walk these streets. Guess that's how they viewed it, I don't know. What I'm left to assume. So yeah, just police brutality back in the day. And back in the day, it wasn't so brutal. You know, like that Rodney King shit. It wasn't that bad. I mean, they got that bad, but not often. Noxis. So has anybody heard of the Stanford prison experiment? And not the band, the actual prison experiment from Stanford. I won't bore you with the details, but the experiment was there were prison guards and prisoners. And things got really bad in that experiment, to where even decades later, when the people met each other after having been apart for years, the prison guards still acted like prison guards, and the prisoners still acted like prisoners. Guys, that's conditioning, and conditioning is very much a real thing. And cops these days, I guess they were back then, but it's like really bad now. Cops are conditioned to see things differently, us versus them. They don't view us as citizens, they view us as cattle. They view us as a pocket to be picked. They view us as something to feed on. Cops are a fucking parasite, feeding on hardworking and law-abiding Americans. Most Americans wouldn't do shit, even if given a choice. I know that because I've done a lot of crime over the years, and I know most people will do anything to actually break the law. And the cops sweat those motherfuckers and fine you and ticket you and harass you. You know, and it's disgusting. So this generational... Now we've had generations of this. We've had cops making cops. To where here we are in 2025. Cops don't even view you as human. You're fucking cattle to them. You know, and they... Just, when you stand up to them cops, they don't even know what to do. The first thing is draw the gun and shoot. Man... That's scary that a cop's first instinct is to just start blasting. He's a bad guy, just take him away. It's a real thing, guys. It's fucking real. And I know a lot of you out there in my comments already know about this. So fuck the fucking police, man. Seriously. So the badge, and that authority, we can take ordinary men, ordinary as you and me, and turn them into a force that will execute upon command. If given the order to fire, they'll do it. If shoot that guy, they will fucking do it. So the reason why I know this, and it's been decades on the streets fighting cops, and I have been on the goddamn streets for decades fighting fucking cops. Sometimes legally, sometimes physically. I've taken a lot of fucking licks from these fucking cops before. I've had the dog shit kicked out of me. I've been thrown in max security in county jails where they're just like, fend for yourself. They throw you in there with some of the hardest motherfuckers in that region. Okay, time out. This song is badass. It's the Path of Visceral Fears. There's a 6-song EP, only 3 from Noxis, 3 from Cavern Room. So Noxis Cavern Room split. Path of Visceral Fears is on that, but it's a different version. I like that version better than this version, but I love this album. I love all the songs on it, but I like that version from the split with Cavern Room. They did 3 songs. Cavern Room did 3 songs. I played that on the channel. If you haven't heard that, Noxis Cavern Room split. Listen to anything by fucking Noxis. Just do yourself a favor. Listen to anything by Noxis. Noxis. Do it. So anyways, back on these fucking cops. Trained fucking executors, man. Executors, dude. They're the fucking axe man as your execution. They don't give a fuck, dude. Most of these cops don't give a fuck. The worst part is most of these cops are like poorly trained. They all got like high school educations and shit like that. So not only do you have this armed paramilitary force on the street, they're choosing the dumbest motherfuckers. You can't be smart and be a cop. You cannot be smart and be a cop. A smart person wouldn't do this. They realize that they're breaking the fucking law on a daily basis. So a smart person would just start ratting at cops. So you can't have that. So you're not getting in. Too smart, too well educated, can't be a cop. But I have history to back this up. Ordinary men can be trained to execute citizens, civilians. This book right here, it's called Ordinary Men. If you've never heard of it or never read it, please do look into this. Let me put that author up there. Fuck, can't even see that. Christopher R. Browning, Ordinary Men. This is in Nazi Germany, and all the young men went to fight in war. So all the young men are gone. 20-somethings up. These ordinary men that stayed behind were your tradesmen and craftsmen. So like your plumbers, and your tailors, and your butchers. People that were needed in the cities. Because they fed and clothed and kept the infrastructure going. As the war progressed, the cops that they had, the policing agency that the Nazis had in their cities, they had to send them to war. They had to send them off too. Basically as MPs and stuff like that. Since they already knew how to be cops, they were basically military police, or the German equivalent of that. They didn't have any cops. And there's young boys becoming young men, and they don't have any older men around to keep them in line. So they had to take all these butchers, tailors, carpenters, blacksmiths, all these guys, they had to take them and train them how to be cops so they could police their neighborhoods to keep the youth from causing too much shit. Sounds reasonable. Okay, yeah, I guess all your young men are off to war. You got kids that need discipline. Just train these guys to walk the streets and just keep order. Well, it didn't end that way. These guys got really abusive with their power because they just didn't have any discipline and didn't know what they were doing, and they got scared. Now, the train cars of the people going to the death camps started backing up because they couldn't process all these prisoners of war fast enough. And a lot of them were not long for this world. They were sick and dying, and they were not going to be treated well where they were going. So all that shit starts to back up, winds up in these dudes' hands. And the brass, the military brass, is like, hey, train those cops that we just trained, a year ago to be cops. Train them to fucking execute people. Pull people off. They trained them to pull people off the cars and execute them and put them in mass graves. Ordinary men trained to be executors. And our police force in the United States and obviously like Europe and Australia. My God, yeah, I've talked to Australians all the time. Jesus, the cops out in New South Wales, holy freaking hell, dude. And then the British cops, it's like they'll let some psychopath run around with a knife hacking people up. They won't even talk to that guy, but they see you complain about it and they write you up. Well, here in the States, we don't really have that problem. What we do have is everybody with this faux patriotism, 1776 bullshit. But then they don't talk shit about cops who were literally writing them up for anything. Have you seen the fucking jails in this country? My God, the jails in this country are human rights violations. And then we got our prisons, which are infinitely worse. Ordinary men trained to do extraordinary things and not in a good way. They're trained to fucking round up people, enslave them, incarcerate them without their due process, or sometimes a mockery of their due process. The courts in this system and the American system are a fucking joke, dude. I have been in a lot of courtrooms and had to go to battle for my rights or, challenging criminal allegations and stuff like that. Some you win, some you lose, but you always learn more. And these motherfuckers keep changing. Every time you win, they change the fucking rules. They change the fucking laws. It's fucking disgusting. Ordinary men trained to do horrible things. That's where we're fucking at in this country. So thanks to all my new viewers. I'm not trying to be a downer. I just try to make one video a week kind of a downer, and the rest of them I try to have fun with them. So this is Monday morning, get you riled up. Drink your coffee, drink your cigarette. Police are the fucking bad guys. Read Ordinary Men. You want liberty in this country? And anywhere in the world, if you want fucking liberty, you can't have law and order. You can't have a group of people who have nothing legal will ever happen to these guys. Nothing illegal. They can do whatever they want, and it's carte blanche, blank fucking check, dude. Just do whatever the fuck you want. We'll back you. And you, the citizen, complain, get out of line, try to stand up for yourself. Man, ever since I fucking got into that incident with that one cop, dude, I got cops all over me. As soon as I hit that bike, they're all over me, dude. Holy shit, dude. Now, they do leave me alone, but they just keep an eye on me when I'm in population centers. Most times I just watch the road to see where I'm going, but usually I'm just recreating and sightseeing. Sometimes fast. So anyways, that's the serious talk off. We're fucking serious talk out of here. Thank you, everyone. Seriously. I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for y'all. I want you to know that there are people out there that are trying. We're trying to fight this system every fucking way we can, and it is a major uphill battle. Especially when you got cops and judges, governors, city council. What was that fucking New Jersey? Oh, New Jersey? Y'all in the house? Sound off if you are, if you've heard about this. An ex-Gambino mobster. He was a hitman. He was a straight hitman. He turned state's evidence to roll on John Gotti. Now, he's a fucking city councilman in Jersey. I forget the name of that town. It's in New Jersey. Just Gambino mobster city councilman in Google. You'll see it. Holy fucking shit, we got literal mobsters. You know, we always said police are organized crime. We always said that government is organized crime. It is. They behave 100% like mobsters. They fucking legit have mobsters in the government in New Jersey. They just fucking did it. They're not even lying to you anymore. They're doing it right in front of your fucking face. Holy fucking shit, dude. We got an uphill fucking battle, y'all. And it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And it's probably gonna get ugly before it ends. If you get into interactions with the cops, I don't care what the interaction is, pull that body cam footage. After that, go to that police department's website. There's a way. It's through their legal department, usually. Usually their legal department. Pull that body cam footage, post it online. Do it on your TikTok or your YouTube or whatever hosting site you're using. I'm just going to rep YouTube because we're here. But I understand some of y'all do the TikToks, but definitely back it up on YouTube. And if y'all have Twitters, get on Twitter. That helps a lot. Guys, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And it's going to get ugly before it ends. I don't want it to come to that. I always leave your enemy room to retreat. Always leave your enemy room to retreat. The guy wants to leave the fight. He's like, I want no part of this. Let him leave. The cops, you have to fight to get that from the cops. You have to show them that you are willing to lay down in the street and bleed to death. Not only that, you're willing to take somebody else with you. That gets inside their mind. Art of war. Battles are fought and won and lost all in your fucking head. Show them that you mean fucking business. Show them that you are not going down today. That today they gotta bring it all. Show them. They will back down. Most of these guys, these ordinary men, they have no fucking nuts. And they ain't been working long. Most of our fucking cops been cops less than 5 fucking years. Less than 5 years. Been on this street for 30 fucking years. Been in this goddamn world for 30 fucking years. I can whip the shit out of most cops I meet. Seriously, if all things remained equal, you took his weapons away and my weapons away, you put gloves on us, put us in a fucking ring, I would whip the dog shit out of most of them. Most of them. There's only a few that I've met where I've actually wondered if that guy could beat me. He possibly could, I don't know, but most of them I'll look around, I'll just bitch slap you guys. Hell, I get a dog piling me and you could dog pile me, I'd whip your ass. Fuck them, dude. Ordinary men. Cops can be trained to execute you upon command. They are brainwashed. They are fucking brainwashed. Cops are brainwashed assassins. Fuck the police. Unless you're a good cop and you just stay off my fucking ass and stay off people's ass. If you're going after the A1 shit, I don't really care. If you're going after your arsons and your murders, your armed robbery, human trafficking, drug trafficking, big time drug trafficking, I'm not talking about weed, but I'm talking about like fent and all that crazy shit. If you're doing that, man, if a cop just said, that's a fentanyl dealer and start blasting him in the street, I'd be like, straight. Good work, sir. Seriously, I wouldn't have a problem if they did that, but they're not these cops have no fucking nuts, dude. They have no fucking nuts, yo. They target weak people. Don't be weak. Don't be a target for these fucking assholes. God damn, this did turn into a rant, didn't it? Listen to fucking Noxis. don't know where to get this stuff, Hell's Headbangers. Go shop at Hell's Headbangers. That's where I got this shirt. It's where I get music for the past few years. Shop at Hell's Headbangers. Come to Dead by Dog. I think you still got tickets available. Come on. All right, I love all y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. Thank you, everyone, in the comments, and all the likes, and all the views. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I'm Cattle Prodigy, Appalachian Warlord. Remember, if it's not voluntary, it's tyranny.